batchmates from 1960 meet up with one another, I recognize that this is a great profession. So in talking about wellness, we should do this in a positive and an uplifting way. It should not be about the doom and the gloom. It should be about celebrating a profession that has assisted millions of people over thousands of years to make a great living and to provide for those who they care for. I'll almost finish up. This is just a few pictures. I am not sure where this one is. This one is very local, just around the corner from here. This is in the Philippines. Some students over there. This is Dipti there in the middle, surrounded by butterflies. I'll tell you the butterfly story on a different day, or you can ask any one of the trainers about it. There's quite a few around. And this is from our e-learning program. So our e-learning program is taking what we do in class and publishing it online and making it available for seafarers. It takes between 12 and 20 hours to do the e-learning online. It costs $3 per student, which I think is very affordable. If you find someone who can't afford it, we are happy to sponsor them. We have just launched 20,000 licenses, which we want to get out to seafarers to make them part of the program and to assist them in experiencing what wellness at sea is all about. So what do we offer? We offer a 3-day training program, and secondly, we offer an e-learning program, which takes, like I said, 12 and 20 or 12 and 16 hours. And then we also offer a train-the-trainer program, and we would really like to invite you to make use of the tools that are out there. Wellness at sea, again, in my mind, in my opinion, which is definitely not always right, it is a great tool, and it is a great investment in the human side of things. At the very least, it is about opening up a conversation on how we can better care for seafarers. And I think there's merit in that. Ultimately, every one of us sitting here tonight works in an industry that are wonderful, that are brilliant, that are great. And I truly believe that every one of us wants to play a role to also secure the future of younger seafarers and to make sure that this profession, which all of you so love, remains intact for many years to come. And the only way, in my mind, once again, we can do this is by really caring, by really looking after the faces on board of our vessel. Seeing every face, seeing every human being, and recognizing that they are unique, they are multidimensional, and they are holistic human beings. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. It's really been a privilege to share a few thoughts with you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Johan, so much, and I second that every time, that yes, Wellness at Sea is a wonderful program, and I think the company should take it up seriously. As we move on to the last speakers of the evening, we talk about a lot of safety on board the vessel, and those are for people who are on ship. And then we talk about us who are here sitting in cities and I'm sure struggling with traffic and struggling with so many other things. So I'm very happy that we are associated our NGO partner CHOW, and they are trying to make a difference and doing some great work. So let's have a quick look at their work. CHOW.
मुंबई शहर में लोग आते हैं अपने सपने पूरे करने, अपने माँ बाप के सपने, वो सपने जो उन्होंने देखे हैं किसी दूसरे शहर में या शायद किसी शहर में, लेकिन कई बार ये सपने पूरे होने के पहले ही एक हादसे में खत्म हो जाते हैं।
A friend of mine was rushing her 6-month-old baby to the hospital in an ambulance. There was a lot of traffic and nobody gave way. The baby died in her arms before they could reach the hospital. We see these situations on our roads all the time, and it brings back tragic memories of what happened with my friend. I want to bring about a change in people's attitude and awareness, because this could happen to any one of us.
कोशिश ये नहीं है कि लोगों को दंड दिया जाए, कोशिश ये है कि लोगों को सिखाया जाए कि ऐसी कुछ काम न करें जिससे किसी की जान जा सके। कोशिश सिखाने की ताकि ये सब रुक सके।
Some years back, one of my very close friend's wife was traveling in an auto with her father. When at a signal, the auto was hit by a tempo, and in this accident, she lost her father and suffered multiple fractures. She went into coma and came out of the hospital after a few years. This tragic incident left a memory in my mind when I decided to do something to improve road safety. And CHOW has given me a platform to reform the drivers instead of penalizing them.
पर हमें हिम्मत नहीं हारना है। हमारे पास मौका है कि हम इस सब को बदल सकें, अपनी सड़कों को सेफ रख सकें। CHOW एक ऐसा ही प्रयास है। जुड़े हमारे साथ।
Law enforcement penalizing the drivers does not have much of impact. We as CHOW did a lot of road shows and campaigns. Even we didn't find much of changes happening. Hence, in association with RTO, CHOW developed a reformatory program, intense reformatory program, and all the defaulters go through it before getting their license back. This is very, very impactful.
We felt the need to bring awareness about the effects of noise pollution. Hence, we decided to do audiometry tests for hospitals and also for RTO premises. To further spread the awareness, we did workshops in corporates, schools, colleges, multiplex theatres. But we want to reach out to more and more people.
We have been learning a lot in human intervention today, and we all definitely agree that technology plays a very, very important role with this dimension. Technology needs to make our ships safer and better. So I invite us next speakers for today's evening, Mr. Chetan.
It's a 20-year. Not changing the chemical, which bonds together to form the problems of corrosion and scaling in your equipments. Now, if we are able to manipulate these frequencies, we are able to break the bond of existing bond and as well we do not let new bonds of these problems or molecules come together to form the third element, which is scaling and corrosion. Now, how we are doing this? By manipulating the natural frequencies of all these elements like calcium, magnesium, iron that we like to keep. We all know that every element in nature has its own natural frequency. We have studied over the years the natural frequencies of these elements. Based on that, we are designing the resonance frequency. And these resonance frequencies we are able to emit within the water to interact with the natural frequency and change the physical behavior of these elements. Now we needed an equipment which can bring these resonance frequencies into the water so that it can emit these irrespective of the environmental condition and interact with the natural frequencies of these elements. Now we all know that data is carried on metals. Very easy examples are SIM cards. You have SIM cards in your mobile which actually carries your contacts, your data, and all these stuff. Similarly, we chose and metal out of aluminium, which we burn the resonance frequency and which is able to emit these out of the aluminium alloy. The CD-ROM that we have is nothing, the shining part is nothing but an aluminium coating. So metal carries the data and has the capability of emitting it out. It's a simple ring, aluminium alloy. Just two bolts, open it, install it externally on pipelines. That's it. No energy, no electricity, no external requirements. Now, just to make it but we had a small video explaining how is it done. Anyways, these are the places some worldwide. We have our own offices and through our distributors worldwide network. Mostly, we are doing over 700 ships in the European regions, controlled from Netherlands. And as one of the great scientists of its era has said, Albert Einstein, if at first the idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it. So even what we are doing looks absurd. Just a small case study from the world's largest oil company. This is Saudi Aramco. We are also doing with Vela Shippings. So you can see, because visually it is very easy and clear, we are showing this case study. You can see heat exchanger which is already fouled. This is same in shipping industry. We are doing all types of water, sea water, river water, treated water, and so on. So they had chosen few heat exchangers to see the effect of the technology before and after. So you can see the heat exchanger. This is a big one. It has fouled, and it was boxed up after taking some pictures. The rings comes in different sizes. You just have to put or install it on the inlet of the heat exchangers. You can see it is installed. This is the ring going to the inlet of the heat exchanger. This is one more. Now they got a chance to open few heat exchangers after 6 months of installation, and this is the observation. This is before and after. We were not only able to reduce new fouling, but even remove the existing fouling from the system. Even the pipelines, hot cold water pipelines, the corrosion was far less than what they usually used to have. Now, one of the installation had a very clear visual. You see the point of installation of the ring, and the effect of the ring is only downstream of the flow of the water and not on the reverse direction. So you can see from where the water is coming. It's still corroded. This is from the inlet. The pipeline is still corroded, and only after passing through the ring, we were able to remove the corrosion from the system. So very clear evidence. Later on, a lot of tests were done. Even Google, you can find us with Aramco. We are there with KNPC, Oil India, ONGC. Same thing, we had a common line with two heat exchangers, one with the ring, one without the ring, and outgoing you had the corrosion coupons. You can see once it was removed after 3 months, ones with mirrors was far less corroded than which were just with the chemicals. All the exchanges open later on found to be very clear, very clean, no falling was addressed. The white thing you see is not scaling, but it is just a sacrificial animals. Today we are doing very tough installations like boilers as well, crude to crude heat exchangers. We are separating oil and water in vessels as well, FPSOs, and so a lot of applications. This is what we are doing in the water side. Just a quick thing. We are reducing a lot of downtime. It's an online installation, no need of any shutdown or changes in your existing system, just externally installations, fit and forget. That's it. I would now hand over the mic for our technology based on wastewater, which is also a non-conventional technology, to Mr. Menon. Okay.
Hi, good evening all. I'm going to choose not to step on the stage, be here, be close to you. I find a lot of you already bored somehow, a little bit with whatever has been happening. You have a lot of reflections out there, but I hope they're reaching you on time here. Anyhow, I'm going to talk to you about what we are able to do on the sewage side of things, right? Chetan spoke to you about what we are able to do on the utility water side of things. Sewage is somehow more interesting for me, at least. This is where I come in. Any kind of wastewater, it goes through me. Now, I think it's up to relate how sewage is connected on the human side, right? For starters, everyone goes to the toilet first. The second thing is somehow of more relevance and more important. Because we are in this line, we see and understand a lot of facts revolving around the general scenario of pollution. Whenever we talk about pollution, water pollution in general, or even pollution caused in the air, we blame industry. We blame high profile production of several elements worldwide. Whenever we talk about some village or some small town somewhere being affected by a lot of pollution, there pops up a picture of some industry, and you find a lot of steam or gases venting out from the cooling tower. This is misleading. 80 to 86% of the water pollution worldwide is not caused by the industry. This is caused by us. Yeah, going to the toilet, flushing whatever we have to flush outside. This is 86% contribution to the pollution of water worldwide. Things seem very simple. The number and the amount of pollutants inside of sewage are far lesser than what we find in the general industrial sector. But nevertheless, there are several factors, social, economic factors, there are factors of interest, or this is just something that come to the general understanding that we have lesser amount of pollutants, we leave it out in the nature, and the nature would somehow bring it back towards the cycle and not have it affect somewhere else. But yeah, now the world is a much smaller place. Yeah, whatever we do here has a significant and very tangible impact somewhere very close by. Now, keeping this in mind, I'm going to talk about how it is that we are changing totally on how sewage is being treated. In the case of our treatment systems, we are not limited to just sewage. Sewage is something that I'm just trying to address here. In general, we do any and every kind of wastewater, but in the system that I'm going to talk about here today, targeting largely sewage, effluent, utility water, we are even able to purify on the spot there and then immediately any kind of open body, fresh water rivers, as they call it. Yeah, there is a river in Oshiwara called as the freshwater river, the dirtiest thing I've ever seen. Next to my house, we are able to disinfect any kind of water. And we even do polishing of groundwater before it is used in mainstream processes. Apart from shipping, we are focusing more on the chemical side of things, manufacturing, that is. We focus more on even the institutional STPs, again, manufacturing, municipal STPs, we try to take on board. Now, conventionally, now, in a sense, our particular process, what we have, is able to combine the effects of coagulation, flocculation, flotation, removal of several pollutants which are found inside of the wastewater there and then. We have one process to do that. Unlike the conventional process that has a very multi-stage layout where one pollutant is addressed at one particular time and one particular process. We have simplified that, and by addition of approximately one drop of the chemical that we have created ourselves into 1 liter of effluent, we are able to convert that into almost drinking grade water as per the WHO standard. We don't have any such bulky equipment, even a system of 5,000 liters per day. If we had to design, it would not be bigger than the speaker that we find over there, and extremely fast and rapid process. Okay, now conventional water treatment in the case of sewage is primarily done using either the septic process, activated sludge process, MBR, that is more preferred nowadays, especially in vessels that we find, because it consumes lesser amount of space and it is somehow out of all of them, it acts the fastest. Then we have the MBBR, which is a very foul smelling process that we have. And then we have the sequential batch reactors, which again require a lot of space. Now, all of them, they have downside. First and foremost, this is extremely bad smelling process. It involves a very high capex, a capital expenditure, and higher OPEX, because you have continuous electricity supply needed to be given to these systems to operate and try and purify the water. They are very time intensive. They require days to weeks to try and purify this particular sewage water to bring it at least closer to the acceptable norm. There are too many moving parts. If you have so many moving parts, this may incur a lot of mechanical damage. It might require a lot of replacements, spares, etc. This takes up a lot of space. So overall, there is a very larger footprint that these take up. They These things have to be really meticulously planned, where these processes are going to be, how we are going to be counteracting the smell problem, how we are going to be managing the sludge problem. So these were all factors that we took in while designing a particular process that addresses all of these at the same time. Far more interesting is something that, despite of having these processes, till now, of course, this may sound a little bit vague because we're trying to promote what we do. But in general, whoever we have contacted till now, or whoever has contacted us, till now we've not met one single company who is coming and telling us that we are able to meet all the norms of discharge that we're supposed to, right? So this is a little concerning. But nevertheless, I think along with us there are a few more other companies worldwide that we know of that are trying to make a difference, and so here we are. Okay. So there are just 3 steps that we follow. Only 3 steps whatsoever. First is the oil separation and the pH neutralization. For our chemicals to work best, we require the pH of the liquid in between 7 and 7.5. Largely, we already find that the incoming sewage already confines to this pH parameter. So it's very rarely that we have to neutralize this particular sewage effluent. But as and when, if it is required, we do neutralize it. Then is the addition of the chemical that we have created ourselves. These are a combination of organic and inorganic chemicals. We are taking some certain lipase extracts as well. I wouldn't be able to comment more on these because we have certain IP related procedures on, and once we have them here, we'll be able to talk much about it. And lastly would be the filtration and polishing. So what happens is, we take 1 liter of sewage right there, right, in a jar or in a particular vessel, and we add just a few drops of the chemical that we have created and give it a stir so that the chemical mixes everywhere in throughout. Immediately, what starts to happen is whatever are the pollutants inside of this wastewater, the sewage water, they start to coagulate, yeah, they start to come together. They become heavier particles and they all settle down. So what we have left on top is clear water. This might contain some kind of silica, some suspended solid, some dust. So we pass it through this basic filtration. We don't have any advanced filtration that we need. A very basic sand filter or a carbon filter. The thing that comes out, the treated water that comes out, there is not much difference left in between that treated water quality and what we may have it as bottled water out here. But of course, there are certain psychological barriers. We may not be consuming this water directly, but this water is extremely good enough to be fed back into the boiler or the fire main systems or the regular cooling water systems, or even back into general flushing. This has no odor. Yeah, as I said, chemically, this water that would come out would not be very different compared to the bottled water that we have here. So, they use this element. We may choose it to discharge it back into the liquid, but if we want to achieve a zero liquid discharge scenario, which is something which is going to be pushed a lot by the IMO as we understand in the coming years, this makes life and the process much easier. So this is just a layout of what our general system is like. It's a very small setup. This can treat up to 5,000 liters per day. Average size is going to be as big as the speaker that we find over there. A very few basic equipments, largely just the chemical that does. So we have a continuous process where the water will be coming in, the wastewater will be coming in, getting processed, and it is moving out. So these are the output parameters that we are able to achieve almost every time, unless there are certain shock loads that we find because of effluent which is laced with a lot of shampoo or detergents that come in sometimes. But even shock loads is something that we are able to manage. In general, the output parameters are there. These are very well below the prescribed limits which are established for discharge into the sea. Possibilities for customization. Now, this is something that comes to us a lot. A lot of them say that we have X challenge, we are able to take care of certain problems, we are not able to do something else. So it's not that I have or we have just one thing that treats all. We are able to very easily customize these particular units to cater to specific problems or specific loads that come. Certain key advantages, a very modular design, a very less footprint that we need. Practically, there is no energy that we need. There are a few basic, just 2 small pumps that would just circulate the water within it, ensure that the mixing of the chemical takes place and the discharge. We have extremely low capex because of this. Enable zero liquid discharge. It's a very fast and rapid process. We don't generate a lot of sludge that comes out in contrast to the existing systems. And in summary, for the last submissions, just a distinction between the MBR process, the MBBR process, which is the conventional system, and our system. Now, the outlet from the MBBR contains a lot of color that we find, contains a lot of odor, it contains a lot of bacteria. Before it can be reused, we need to add, we need to do some form of fluorination in that. That is either by direct addition of fluorine gas, or there are chlorine pebbles that come in, or we add sodium hydrochloride. In any way, we have to do disinfection of this before we are able to use it back again. Or it needs some other kind of treatment like ultrafiltration before this can be put back into some processes if the idea is to reuse this water. Whereas in our case, instantaneously this becomes of reuse standard. There is no color, there is no odor, these are packaged units, can be placed anywhere, mobile with wheels. If you have a problem here today, you bring it there, and then you move it, just plug and play with the connections elsewhere. The capex and opex on both sides of the conversion process are high. We need a larger footprint. This is again one thing that I'll be pressing on, because we get a lot of feedback that this is something that they are not able to give. A lot of land, a lot of space within a vessel. It's quite constricted, so they can't build more and more. They have to impose limitations on how much liquid can be used, how much water can be used, particular day basis. So this completely gets rid of that. This water can practically be used back for shower. This can be converted into a closed loop, only compensating for the evaporation losses that may take place. The conversion process is a very energy-intensive process. This the switch is continuously on. Anytime that you are generating sewage, this has to be treated, whether the vessel is traveling or whether this is stationary. Whereas in our case, we practically need no energy at all. The only energy we need is to transfer the liquid from place A to place B. We don't need energy for any kind of process in between, like aeration or for the blowers. It's a very time-intensive process. The conversion processes, they take hours to days to solve the problems. We take seconds to a few minutes in order to solve the problem. It's a very rapid process. Okay, some contact information can be also found on the registration table. Nevertheless, I think after this we are going for the question answer. So can I take a few questions?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. If there are any questions. Whenever there are no questions, I have two theories. One is that everybody understood everything. Yeah. The second is probably, so. Yeah, you don't need me or any other. Just wait some more time and we'll know.
Yeah, we're just having 5 to 8 minutes of audience interaction. You're free to ask questions to any of the speakers, be it Johan, be it Chetan, Milind, or myself. So if you have any question regarding any of the presentations, please feel to, or if you have anything to say, please feel to address us. Yes, sir. Johan, you'll have to come forward. Yes, sir, please. Your question is to whom?
Well, I would comment a little. I'm Captain Gyanendra Singh. Good evening to all of you. Initially, when Malini Madam started, I would like to add on that the point today when we say that suicides or accidents are happening, in my opinion, I'm quite young compared to many senior seafarers, ladies sitting here. My children are still studying in school, and probably your children would be already working somewhere. I feel we are pampering children too much. We don't prepare them to take the stress, and that is the result what we see out it. That's not an easy life, because the same thing we saw later on when Johan was talking, that the first point of stress is separation from family. Now, in a profession like ours, if we say that is a point of stress, I think we're somewhere very wrong. Because that's known. Before we go out to sea, it's known that we'll be separate from the family. And it's not only our profession. For that matter, even in defense, people stay away from family for very long. So it's not something that should be top of the list in terms of stress. And discipline, obviously, bring up children in the right way, the background, that's most important. So would you like to address it on that? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think there's probably a gap. If I sit in the office of one of the managing partners of a shipping company, then they would talk about the old days and how things were. And I think that many of the stories shared here tonight is about the old days and how things were. In some way, we need to build a bridge between then and now. The reality is unfortunate, or not unfortunate, the reality is that the youngsters of today are born with an iPhone in their hands. My little girl is 5 years old. Just forgot for a moment. 5 years old, and she was sort of born doing this. So it's very different. And I think one thing we should say is it's not going to change. So the question should be, how do we build a bridge between these generations, and how do we address what is currently the issue and what is probably going to be the issue going forward. Connectivity, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, are right up there. It's extremely important for youngsters to be connected constantly. And it's not a question of how are we going to sort of get away with it. It's not going to go away. How are we going to cope with it? How are we going to make it work? Because it's a reality that's going to stick.
Thank you for that, Johan. I would like to also add, you said children today are playing with electronics. You know, they take birth with the iPad in their hand the next day. The point is that this is the next question. Today's seafarers, and I think most manning companies would agree, that if they come to know that the next ship they are joining doesn't have a Wi-Fi, they may find a reason not to join. Right? So, where do we stand? I said that we are not bringing up children rightly. Fine, I can bring up my children rightly. I can't bring up all children rightly. So when they reach the training stage, that is where we need to put in something. What are we doing there? Are we just giving them the basic knowledge and sending them there without the EQ or EI to handle things on board? So when we come to this Wi-Fi on board, it's a big debate whether it should be there or shouldn't be there. If it is there, how much should it be controlled? Those aspects are there because if it is there, not only youngsters, I would say even elders, after they finish work or they are waiting to finish work, to jump onto the Facebook or WhatsApp and spend time there. They are not actually utilizing the time which is recorded as rest hours in the rest records, is actually going into Facebook or WhatsApp. It's not actually rest. Ma'am mentioned that in France, there's a system of verifying whether you're working, you're actually resting for 7 hours. But how do you verify whether that person, he may not be working, but he may be spending time on something else, maybe for 7 hours and not actually getting rest. So it's not a point of policing. The point is that it has to be inculcated into the system that they should be able to do it.
I have a question. Other than others, private sector shipping company, and we've got 1,000 seafarers on board our ship. And we, understanding this problem about difficulties they face in their day-to-day life, we had contracted with a company for them to have a 24-hour counseling center which was available to them and their families. What came out of the wash was that we found out that the 1,000 seafarers on board and their family, only 5 people probably contacted these counselors. I don't think India is a country where, because they're not used to addressing the issues with counselors or talk to people outside their families and friends and all that. So I think the big challenge today is to probably make them aware, make them more confident of talking to the counselor. Because we have to scrap the program because we are spending a huge amount of money with very limited usage. Because at the end of the day,
when you are spending the kind of money you want it to be used. And if it's not going to be used, you just have to scrap it. We tried it. First year we gave it a call, and the second year we definitely, and there was a lot of flyers going around to all themselves, to the ships, to the families, but it was very limited, including their children's problems. The children had their own problems in colleges with their friends. Their wives had problems domestically. They could call up, but there was very limited usage. I think the problem with India is we are still not really advanced in talking to counselors. That is the experiment we had when we used the program.
If I can quickly comment on that before you go ahead. I think what is very interesting is the cultural element within mental health specifically. Because if you talk about mental health, for example, in the Philippines, it is radically different from talking about mental health in India. If you talk about mental health in China, it is totally a different discussion. It is a concept that isn't really there. It's something totally unknown. I do think that counseling is one way of providing a resource seafarers can use. But what I do think is the ultimate solution is equipping seafarers to cope with things better while being on board. So there are certain things that you can put in place, very simple things like a good diet, like exercise, that are everyday sort of things that all of us do that can preserve good and positive mental health. So I think that's perhaps a better first step to be proactive rather than trying to reactively ask guys, but call a counselor. And I do think that a counselor in not only in the Indian culture, in the South African context, in many contexts around the world, is something difficult. I've heard this story many times that they've got this helpline available to them, but they don't use it. Of course, I've also heard the story in the Philippines where a very similar situation where they say, but they fear that if their company finds out about this, they will be blacklisted, etc., etc. Whether that's true or not is a different issue. But there's a real fear of using things like this because they fear that there will be a backlash from the company, even if it's not the case. And I truly believe that companies have good intentions with putting things like this in place. But the stigma about coming out about mental health and the stigma about being blacklisted and things like that, I think is very real in the industry.
Very good. Well, I am Abdul Ghani Sarang, and I am the General Secretary of the National Union of Seafarers of India. And I want to prove him wrong. That's the reason. The moment he said, I had to grab the mic. But before that, before proving him wrong, let me really compliment the efforts of the team here at Mindspeak. And it is really more and more such initiatives are required. As of my union, NOSI, we already have a 24/7 helpline. This is as you mentioned, the stigma. Now I have a dental problem. If I go to a dentist, nobody is going to ask me. If I tell somebody I have been to the dentist, okay, I've been to the dentist. If I tell somebody I had a eye problem, we had been to the, what is that? Opto, whatever. Yeah. But if I say, sorry? Yeah, but if I say I've been to a psychiatrist, kya ho gaya? You know, the stigma, you had some mental, you are mentally deranged, all that we need to come out, and for that we need more and more awareness. We, like our program, we started in March 2017, and DG herself had inaugurated it. It is called NOSI Sahara. It is 24/7. and it is for for counseling. And these are trained psychiatrists who are the other end of the line. And we usually make an effort to tell people that we don't do the counseling. We ourselves need counseling. So the general secretary, the staff is not doing the counseling, but there are trained psychiatrists, MA level and whatever, they are doing it. So the statistics, before I came in, I got the statistics. We have got at least 900 calls, and it is 1800 chat messages through Skype, and 3,500 seafarers and their families were in-person counsel. We take group sessions of 9 sessions in a month, and entirely for wellness and well-being. So that is a 3,000 more than 3,500 here. So I just wanted to prove you wrong for once, but it needs more and more awareness. You see, just now also, if you call that number, you'll have a very pleasant voice. Lucy Sahara mein aapka swagat hai, something like that.
So I should change that.
Yeah, something like that. And we also told our seafarers, before we ventured, we had an MOU with the counselor that this is a team which is way forward. We have so we told them that some of the seafarers, even if they don't have any problem, and they would want to talk. And
hear their voice.
It's quite natural. So, and this is also happening. They don't have a problem, but they would want somebody to talk to. So this is an effort we do. And let me compliment, and once again, really a great effort on part of the team. The more we do it, it is good for the council, for the seafarers, and our helpline is open for all officers, rating, petty officers, and also their family members. It is a good. Thank you so much.
If I can make one more comment, I think the word awareness is extremely important. And I think what we're focusing in the program is almost a holistic approach towards mental health, in the sense that it's emphasis that you must be aware of the signs and symptoms of mental health, not only in yourself, but also in your fellow crew members. So it's about teaching seafarers, how do I look after myself? How do I see signs in myself if something is wrong? How do I look after my fellow crew? That's, of course, something that changed dramatically. In the old days, crews were like a family. Nowadays, it's just another captain, another first engineer, whatever the case may be. So it's looking after one another and creating that culture through building awareness. So it cannot only be a proactive response, it should also include proactive sort of actions.
Can I have one more minute?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yes.
Yeah, 1 minute. You see, another reason why we ventured into this program, because suicide was mentioned, because we negotiate the terms and conditions with the ship owner. Many of you are here. In our agreement, it was very clearly mentioned: a self-inflicted or suicide will not get any compensation. So the trigger was that why should the seafarer's family not get any compensation? That was a trigger which made us go into this. But we have gone beyond that. We don't want the seafarer to come at level of suicide. Before that, all these efforts will go in. So that we are not interested in compensation or any other thing. We don't want our seafarers to come to that stage. And really appreciate the efforts. Thank you.
I think yes, ma'am.
I'm a seafarer wife. I'm married for the last nearly 40 years, and I knew my husband about 11 years before that. We have been schoolmates and college mates also. My point here is I'm very happy Mr. Abdul Ghareem Sarad from NUSI spoke of it, that they have a helpline 24/7. But I have a point to make here. The point being, if the families were also given some sort of mental support. Most of the ratings do not have educated families. Other than that, even the officers' families, there's a lot of problems that the officers and the families face when the officers come for a long holiday. Not not because of their own families, because of the people around. It's fathers are supposed to go out at 9 o'clock and be back home by 6. You go to a friend's house, okay, you're back home by 9. Fathers are supposed to be out only for about 8 hours a day. So what happens to the family? I mean, it's a personal thing. My neighbors, we moved into a flat, new flat. Neighbors didn't believe I was married. So, and luckily it had a huge terrace. So when my husband came back the first time, I told him, please be seated, I'll give you your cup of tea on the terrace. The only reason being that my neighbors would see that yes, I was married. I had 2 children. And that was my husband. Only he was a seafarer.
Very well said.
And please, this is one thing I want to bring to the fore. Indian Navy wives have a lot of welfare programs ongoing for their families. I don't think Indian seafarers, the merchant navy, has any such support. My request to all of you is, please, and I will be the first one to work for it, mind you. I'd definitely give you my card. Coincidentally, I do give legal help. I'm a lawyer. So, anytime, anything, I'm definitely available. But please do look into it for the welfare of the families, and if the families are protected, the seafarer goes out to sea with an absolutely free mind and he is able to perform. Because, as Mohan had said, stress levels are much less. Thank you, gentlemen, for the patient listening.
And just for information, this helpline is also open to the family members. If the family members, anytime they can get one. Yeah, awareness. Yeah. That's what. Fine. Now you see, because this is a program, we will definitely. It is open, and most of the time we get from the families, she's not. So my husband is away, and my mother-in-law not allowing me to watch the serial, and all the stuff is there, and vice versa. Yeah. So it is open for the family members. Really. Sure. And give me your card, contact details. Thank you so much.
This will be my last sentence. Ma'am, you will be very excited to learn that we are launching a program called Wellness at Home in the next few months that are specifically aimed at families and training them in wellness. So Wellness at Home will be launched very shortly. So watch this space and I'll be sure that you will be the first one to undergo the training.
Mindspeak is very proud to announce the launch of their in-house magazine named Mariner's Quest, which aims at encouraging articles and write-ups from the maritime industry. This magazine would not have been possible without the able guidance and help of one of our media partners, Bhandarkar Publications. I request Captain Vivek Bhandarkar and Madam Mrs. Bharti Bhandarkar to kindly come forward. Sir, Madam, are you here? We also request the contributors to the magazine to kindly come forward. We will be unveiling the magazine at this time. I see all the contributors here. I see Captain Rohan, Captain Mohanai. Please come forward.
Yes, this magazine we are launching, it will be a biannual magazine. Right now, of course, today we are going to distribute it to you. Very thankful to Bhandarkar Publications. They have been very kind in publishing it for us. And we are launching a few of our writers are here. So all the writers, please sure I can see you as well. Captain Manoj, Captain Anil Puri, Captain A.K. Behel, please come up forward. And those who are not here, of course, we'll be passing on. And I want JC Anand sir to please come and inaugurate this magazine. It will be a big honor, sir. Please, sir. And of course, one person without whom this would not be possible. Dr. Radhika Vakharia, she has been the executive editor for this magazine and has put in day and night into this. Radhika, I want you to be right in front with them. Please. Yes, please. Captain Kamal Chadda, where are you? Oh, he's not here? So this is a very small mic. Mic, please.
A lot has been said today about what should be done to see if they are on board, what's the best about the lady talking as well. Also, the lawyer, husband, let me first share a thought with you. When we went out to sea first, we first learned on the penny ship. I just give you a small example. That when the penny ship captain was set up, the first batch of came on board. On the first batch, they were all aged 15 to 18. What did they do? After the training, they went into different lines, somebody to the Navy, somebody to the Army, and it was produced. What did it produce? All we got advice was the captain superintendent talk to the cadets. And what you must do. And one of the things they said, you become what you think, and you must think what you want to become. And what you must do, how must you look after your job. If you don't do well, the next boy will do better. And if you want to reach the height, you must do well. And they were, three of them became generals. The first boy came chief of naval staff. One, Mr. Jacob, became minister in Kerala. Chap 3 years senior to me became defense minister, Rahman Khan, in Pakistan. And another chap, senior, one year more senior to us, he became the governor of the East Bengal. And in Ceylon, two Burmese boys came out. Likewise, they invented the country and the big. Now, all these people, if you read that, what have they gone into all this? They have noted the old get on board. All we did was get up 2 days after the first get up, get the sun, get the fun, get on the hood of the taught us what to do, how to go, what was discipline, what to intelligence. You had a pride in the uniform. You had a pride in what you were doing. You were taught to have that. There was nobody to tell us what to do. But they made good. Things have changed. Values have changed. Money has become very, as Adam said, very hard than we're working today. When cadets at that time worked at 30 rupees per month, starting off in those days, I'm talking about 29 today. And today, the cadet starts at $350 or something like that. What's the difference? Naturally, he's happy with it. So I would suggest to PC, you did a wonderful job. This is need of the hour. And I think whatever they should do, they should get to the training centers and teach the trainers as well as the cadets who are learning there. Because let's take, you mentioned about Jidaka, or IMU. IMU speak for its reputation, and I don't want to comment on that. What I say is, if they become professional, and if the training on board the ship is also professional, and the right people are right, and also those young boys who leave their homes, borrow money to come back and take training, and find out that they have no job. They're doing. I mean, this is what one should understand. Time is right to just go to the motor ship, get out to the training board, and train them the same way as we were trained. Nobody came to us to the place. Everybody made life for themselves. As they said, you become what you think. And you tell them to think what they want to become, and they're going to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, all the contributors. I would request Bharti ma'am, Captain Vivek sir, to just be here for one more moment. And I'm very grateful. This is the first time we have designed an event like this. And the media partners, Marix Media, Bhandarkar Shipping News, as well as Sailor Today, who's telecasting this live globally. There are many people watching this event, and I'm extremely grateful to even Captain Nangia for being extremely supportive. Just as a token of appreciation and gratitude from Mindspeak, I would like to honor all our media partners here, and thank you so much for all your support. I would like to call my son, and yes, Ivan, please could you come now? Yeah. So for Bhandarkar Shipping News, thank you so much for all your support. JC Anand sir, could you please honor them with? A small token of appreciation from Mindspeak. Captain Vivek sir, please. Captain Naga is sitting right now in the office handling the live telecast for us. So he'll be joining us for dinner. So on his behalf, Umesh Pirwani, he's joined us today and he'll be collecting the token on Captain Naga's behalf. Umesh, please. For Marix Media. No, sorry, for Sailor Today. I'm so sorry. Sailor Today. Nobody from Marix Media here? They left? Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. I would request you to please take a seat. Please, sir. Yes. I would like to propose the formal vote of thanks in a minute, and then we are ready for the live telecast of the match. The match is still not started. I just inquired, still 5 minutes to go. So, as we come to an end of the convention, I would like to propose a formal vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to thank Almighty for being around for this journey. I'm extremely grateful to Dr. Malini Shankar, who actually left home pretty late, early for us and was able to make it here. Sri JC Anand sir for being here and being so supportive. Also, I would like to thank Sailor Society, especially Johan Smith for flying down from Southampton and had the faith in me to carry the Wellness at Sea program in India. Our media partners, Marix, Bhandarkar Shipping News, and Sailor Today for covering the convention. I'm extremely humbled and grateful by your gesture. Our NGO partner, Chow, and IT partner, Brainframe Technologies, for their support. All the valuable sponsors, Sailor Society, Muris Engineering, MMSI, Goodwood, Dynacom Tankers, MSC, CLN, JM Bakshi, Great Eastern, VR Marine, Maritime Union of India, NUSI, Mumbai Maritime Training Institute, Bhandarkar Publications, Marix, Noble Marine Services, High-Rise Investments, and Cyberwalk. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the institutes where my journey into the marine field started with MMTI and OARC. Also, I'm extremely thankful to Captain Yashwarman Sharma, who has been an excellent mentor, very instrumental in introducing me to IMTC. For Shank sir, he's not here due to some reason, for choosing me to be a part of their team. Also, Captain Ravi Iyer, Captain Mayur Wagh, who have been so patient with me, and I've learned a lot about grid simulators from them. All the companies with whom I'm associated with, Mustankers, K-Line, Epic Gas, Goodwood, I'm extremely grateful for them to give me a chance to work with them. Also, I would like to remember my late uncle, Shri Mr. B.L. Mehta, from whom I learned the essence of life and how one should worship work. Also, my father-in-law, Dr. Kamalkant Mankar, with whom I had a lot of conversation of life lessons. The reason why I stand here, of course, my father is like a legacy taking forward. If it would not be him, I would not be here. My mother, Prem Mehta, and my mother-in-law, Sarvina Mankar, and the two pillars of my strength of my life, they've been really supportive. My husband, Milind, and of course, all my friends, family, people who have been extremely supportive. Each one of you, thank you so much. And a small tribute to all the seafarers. Let's all rise for the national anthem.
हमेशा वो इतने संघर्ष करते आए, जैसे शुरू में बताया राजनीतिक संघर्ष, फुटबॉल का संघर्ष, यहाँ हादसा आता
मुस्कुराहट की चेहरे पर साफ रखा रही है। साथ में साहब जो कि प्रेसिडेंट हैं, बहुत स्वागत। तारीफ के नारे रशियन फुटबॉल जितने भी लोग हैं, वॉलंटियर्स।
Please, all those who have participated in the convention today, we have certificates of participation. After dinner, please collect your certificates from the registration desk. Don't leave without your certificates. Thank you so much.
But this time you were upfront with everything that was going on in your mind.
With recent such matches, we slow blows in a row. between Wanderers, who scored in extra time. You can blame players for a degree of inhibition on occasions such as this. It's creates a force we haven't got started at all yet.
MSC is also been very kind. You will find some plant saplings kept there. Those are for free distribution for Go Green. Please, you're free to go and collect your sampling before you leave. We have a volunteer from the company also there. So anyone, please, those who are plant lovers can have a go and take the sample. Thank you so much.
At this point in time, over the last 1 month, I see many people have taken up these issues. But the problem is that this should sustain, and with all the seriousness and the general awareness should be there. This is just not providing something alone, incline is good, but the awareness levels of both the seniors as well as their families should be taken up on a national level. Thank you so much.
So, as a result of very close football, research.
जी सर किधर
Having scored the goal that mattered in the semi-final, he scored a painful goal that may matter in the final. France, jumping up and down. It's the first shot to have been scored in a World Cup final. And it is credited to Mario Mandzukic. His own goal brought his country to this set-piece event. And he now needs to swallow that indignity, and if he can, atone for it. Just as they were in the last 16, just as they were in the quarterfinal, just as they were in the semi-final, Croatia are behind. The side has yet had its only shot on target. It's the only one. Into the set piece. Now as a result of a Conte's challenge on Modric, Croatia have one of those. As light rain begins to fall in Moscow. Sun behind the cloud. Croatia temporarily is beneath the cloud. Modric, their game changer, over a dead ball. Taken by Modric. It's Sochi last weekend.
Nice bus, isn't it?